Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Now, a while ago, I did a quick YouTube short where I said, look, writing's on the wall. Turki Alalshikh and Donald Trump may be working together because I'm seeing the writing on the wall, and I'm seeing the relationships that they have with common associates. Anyway, the video, I did a YouTube short, and this is what I said. Well, Donald Trump has been elected the 47th president. And word on the street is that there could be some involvement with Trump, back in sports, with Turki Alalshikh being involved. How about that? Okay, now, when I did that YouTube short, I had some people kind of come out here, and say that I don't know what I'm talking about. And say that, there's no way in the world Donald Trump will be involved with anything along those lines. Well, I tell you what. I'll just let you look and see what I pulled up here. This is what I tell you. Y'all got to pay attention. Got to pay attention. All right. So anyway, it was an article I was reading. And it says right here, right? In the days after Donald Trump being reelected president, it's a high-profile stop, the UFC event. Trump's appearance was front row, but this is what got my attention. It says, but few in attendance for the fight would have recognized the other man because they were just talking about how Elon Musk. Let me make this a little bit larger. How Elon Musk was in attendance and that had everyone's attention. But nobody really recognized the other man sitting beside the president-elect. Okay? Now we all know Dana White has a relationship with Saudi. He has a relationship with Trump, relationship with Elon Musk. Okay? The guy who's at the event was Yasser Al-Rumayyan. He's the governor of Saudi Arabia's vast sovereign wealth vehicle, the Public Investment Fund. Okay? This is the guy who's over, that Public Investment Fund is what's used for all the different events that they're having, and Turki Alalshikh is using that money to put on all the events, okay? And to help turn the country, help it be viewed as a destination to help with tourism and stuff like that. But anyway, this individual watched the action from ringside, right there next to Donald Trump, Elon Musk, and is getting even closer to being part of the action. Now, let me explain something to you. The fact that he's looking to become closer to the action, looking to create a boxing league with TKO, the owner of the UFC. Let me explain something. There's a reason why Dana White has Donald Trump making all these appearances. There's a reason why he's out there having discussions with Turki Alalshikh. And I think when you really look at it and the politics and everything behind what we see in combat sports, I think if we start peeling the layers back, because this is giving me something else that I can kind of go on a wild goose chase, you know what I'm saying? I think in order for these guys to do what they're saying here is to create a multi-billion-dollar boxing league that would aim to unite the world's best boxers and to actually go and kind of dive into that, into the MMA world, right? I think in order to do that, I think it's important that you got the right people in your hip pocket. Now it says the investment in the new league will be made by Seller, a subsidiary of the Public Investment Fund, TKO, which is majority controlled by the entertainment and sports conglomerate Endeavor and embodied by Dana White, UFC impresario, a longtime friend of Mr. Trump's, will be a managing partner. Now I'm gonna tell you, in order for these guys to expand into the United States and to conduct business, you got to have the right check and balance in place. And this is why when you have one of, if not the most wealthy country in the world, when you have them with that kind of money and they want to come and move into America and start putting on events, you have to make sure some palms are being greased and that it's called, you have to check in. And I truly believe somehow Trump, Dana White, and Turki Alalshikh, and when they start to really work this out, Trump is going to make sure certain doors are open, or avenues are created to where these different things can happen here in the United States. Same thing when you see Turki Alalshikh going off over into to England, going into Africa, going into India, and going everywhere else. Let me tell you something, man. The power of the dollar, or the power of just currency, it can change everything. And I really feel like I got to really do more research on this, right? Because I've been watching this. But to know that you have Donald Trump, Elon Musk, Dana White, and you have this guy from Saudi Arabia, right? All of them together. That's not a coincidence. And the guy from Saudi, he didn't just come over here to sit back and enjoy the event. That's a what do they call it, a working group meeting? That's I forgot what we used to call that shit when I was in the military, man. But they have working lunches. So that was like a working event. You go there, you're watching, you're talking, you a little bit of business, you enjoy the fight, a little bit of business. Then at the end you go and you keep talking business. So to me that was a business trip. And Donald Trump just appearing at UFC just because he and Dana White are buddies, I don't believe that at all. But anyway, I'll just be rambling if I continue, but I think there's so much more to come when it comes to all of this. I just think there's so much more to come. Anyway, y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, 7 continents. Turki, Alalshikh, Saudi Arabia, Daniel Kinahan, that's who it started with. They are really starting to spread their wings. And just knowing that there's somewhat of some kind of rapport relationship that has been formed, it may have always been there, with now President of the United States and Dana White being that conduit, I just think he's going to get even more interesting. Strap your seatbelts, sit back, enjoy the ride, because I think this shit going to get crazy. In the breeze.